James Washington, the former Cowboy, and it's 20-10 with 17 seconds to go in the half.
You know, there's some things like we talked about that can't be taught, you know, speed and all that stuff, concentration, but watch the will to make this play by Terry Allen. Can't get the handle on it. Look at this. Boom, right in the face, and then throws him off, and then goes through another one. That is a great, great play.
And notice how the ball crossed the plane. Even though he was out of the field, he got the ball to go over the plane, and that is a touchdown.
It almost, actually, look at this concentration. There's the hit, and then watch your presence. You know where you're at on the field.
And how is Gus Frerotte enjoying this? I think in a big way. His second touchdown pass of the game. And it's 20-10 in favor of the Redskins, who have been shellacked in their last 3 meetings against the Dallas Cowboys.
You know what, when I watched that the second time, I'd like to take another look at that, see if he didn't step out of bounds before he got the ball over.
Kicking it on the ground.
Kendall Watkins. Yeah, he thought that he was going to flip it up to Kevin Williams.
That could be risky.
Very.
You don't want to play around like that. Joe Avezzano, the special teams coach, will give him a explanation or two.
You know, watch on the end. You're going to watch the foot of Terry Allen. See if he's out of bounds. See that right there? See, half is on and half is off. He was out of bounds before the ball crossed. So he got himself a gift, which the Redskins will be happy to have since they feel like they've been getting killed the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think they feel that even evens it up. And that should be the last play of the first half, and the crowd on its feet. Avezzano still talking to Watkins, and Barry Switzer has some problems, and that is the end of the first half with the score. The Redskins 20, the Cowboys 10. Stay tuned for the Dockers halftime as Fox NFL Sunday continues after these messages from your local station. Right now at RFK Stadium with Troy Aikman out of action for the Cowboys. The Redskins outscored the Cowboys 17-0 in the second quarter, and it's 20-10 in favor of the Redskins, and we'll return to RFK Stadium for the start of the second half after these messages from your local Fox station. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Redskins lead the Cowboys 20-10, and right now let's go down to the field and Pam Oliver. Pam.
All right, Dick, I talked to Troy Aikman back in the locker room, and the first thing, of course, you notice is that he's hobbling quite badly. I asked him if there's any way he'll be able to play next week, and he says, so far, Pam, I'm just really not quite sure. He compares his injury to that suffered by Eric Williams in terms of that calf pull that we mentioned earlier. As for the Redskins, well, they're trying to treat this game at this point like it's 0-0. He says, the coaches are saying that 20 points, not enough in this contest. Expect a lot of surprises from the Cowboys. Back to you guys.
You know, that's interesting, Matt Millen. First of all, you can't treat it like it's 0-0 because you're up by 10 points, and it's a great boost for this Redskin team right now.
Absolutely. That reference to 0-0 really goes back to Norv Turner and how he's calling the game. See, all of a sudden, you say, oh, we're up by 10, you know, Aikman's out, we can get a little conservative. Wrong answer. You got to go right after him. You have to be aggressive. You have to keep on pushing the ball down the field.
Let's take a look at that injury to Troy Aikman that put him out of action on the first series.
Yeah, you can see it. We showed it about 3 or 4 times, and they're talking about, you know, just 1 week at a time. I'll tell you, that's one of those things that's probably a 2 to 3 weeker. And, you know, in my vast medical knowledge, when you pull something like that, it's tough.
And Terry Allen looked like he did step out of bounds before he went in.
Yeah, you see right there, he got half of it on and half of it off, and that means he's out of bounds. And, you know, the buzz up here in Washington for the last week has been, we have been getting killed by the officials. And I think this will silence all that official talk, because Jerry Seaman, the director, is going to say this right here is out of bounds, and we gave you the touchdown, so now you just keep your trap shut.
Allen, nonetheless, was credited with a touchdown, an 86-yard drive, and scored with 17 seconds left in the half. And we're underway as kickoff by Eddie Murray, caught by Kevin Williams, now reversing his direction. And for all of that work, he gets dropped inside his 20-yard line by William Bell.
For all that work, he just lost himself about 8 yards.
Cowboys possessions, they got a field goal on their first possession. Aikman went out, and now you see the rest. 3 times they had to kick it away, and then the half ran out. So the question is, what can the Cowboys muster with Wade Wilson at the helm? And they may have to be at the helm next week as well. The Cowboys will be home next Sunday against the Green Bay Packers. They've gotten off to a good start. Starting from the 19-yard line. And the give is to Emmitt Smith. Smith gets 2, and that's all.
And all of a sudden you say, okay, you got the best offensive line. Everybody's talking about this line, and you know it's the best in the last 15 years. Now you're going to have to work with numbers, because if you're going to be one-dimensional and run the football, the Redskins will counter by walking people up to the line of scrimmage, and you cannot account for everybody. And so there's always going to be somebody to make the play.
Emmitt Smith has carried 10 times for 32 yards. 2nd down and 8. They go to Emmitt again, and he finds a hole up the left tackle, and Emmitt Smith rolls his way to a 1st down and a gain of 12.
See what happens when that time they didn't walk the man up, but when they do walk a man up, they'll take a safety and they'll walk him up, and see over on the offensive line you have 5 guys. And then when you walk the guy up, see all of a sudden you don't have the numbers. You put the back over, have your safety up. There's always one guy who can't be blocked. And when that happens, he generally makes the play.
3 tight ends for the Cowboys on 1st down. Emmitt Smith. And the first player was Mike Flores to trip him up, and then Tony Woods finished the job and a gain of 3. Redskins are getting a lot of mileage out of Dexter Nottage and Mike Flores, 2 reserves who were signed as free agents just before the season started.
And you know, all they have to do right now, the interior of that line, is don't get blown off. Stay low, grab on to guys, don't get pushed into your backers so the guy in the second level can make the play. So far they've done that.
2nd and 7. Cowboys on their 36. Wilson's pass, and that is caught by Kevin Williams. He caught a lot of passes last week when the...
You know, Dick, when we talked and listened to Jimmy Johnson at halftime, he was talking about this offense being out of sync and not being in coordinated with everybody. And that goes back to Wade Wilson. See, right now what they're going to do is they're going to offensively, they're going to come out and just pound the football, and then they're going to pick their spots with Wade Wilson so he can get his timing back.
Cardinals doubled Irvin, so Williams was open. Good deal last week. Here is Emmitt Smith looking for running room. Fumbles. And let's see, it is a fumble, and it's recovered.
They didn't mark it yet. They're not saying.
The Cowboys claim that the play was blown dead. The officials have not signaled. It is Washington ball. Keith Taylor recovered the fumble by Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt's going to try to bounce this thing out. Ken Harvey will be there, and then Darrell Green forces it back inside. See, I don't know if he was down or not. From that angle, you can't tell.
But Taylor recovered it, and that is a big recovery. The first turnover by the Cowboys.
5 years ago, I started hauling cars for Saturn.
Bell Sunday is brought to you by Saturn, a different kind of company, a different kind of car. By Wendy's Spicy Chicken Sandwich, get it while it's hot. By the Citibank card, got your Citibank card? And by United Airlines and its 55,000 employee owners. Come fly our friendly skies.
Dick Stockton, Matt Millen, Pam Oliver here at RFK Stadium. We'll take a look at that fumble. And you'll see the role Marcus Patton played in it. First down on the 47 of the Cowboys following the fumble by Emmitt Smith. And the pitch to Terry Allen. Cutting inside, and Allen picks up about 4.
Well, before you say it wasn't a fumble, this is a definitive view, and you'll see it is a fumble. Marcus Patton is the guy who makes the play. Ken Harvey will grab that left elbow. Remember, Emmitt Smith has the bad left elbow. See, Patton comes in and whacks that elbow. The ball comes out. His knee was never down. That's clearly a fumble and a good call.
And he likes to carry the ball in his left arm. Rarely does he ever switch it. Second down and 6. Here's Allen up the middle. Terry Allen with a first down to the 35. Darren Woodson making the tackle on a terrific day for the 5th leading rusher in the National Football League.
And a terrific day by Ray Brown. You can see Emmitt Smith. Remember, he hurt his left elbow, and he said it wasn't going to be a problem. And, you know, maybe it wasn't. But every time he carries the ball, we watch the tapes, it's always in that left hand.
We started to count, and then we gave up.
Yeah,
counting.
we just gave it. The guy just puts it right in the left hand.
And that was the elbow that was hurt last week. First down on the 35. Again, they go to Allen. Look at Allen change direction. He is putting on the exhibition today. Godfrey Miles makes the tackle on a gain of 9 yards.
He's an exhibitionist. He is
of sorts.
He is running very, very well.
70 yards
and
on 15 carries.
Yeah, he's getting a great job out of his offensive line. Watch how they get everybody flowing. Now this is vision. See, boom. See it come all the way back. Ray Brown is pushing people all over the place. Patton doing a good job of staying there. John Giesick inside, like Howie Long talked about, is playing very well.
2nd and 1. Allen, first down inside the 25-yard line. Hey, what the Redskins doing, they're giving their defense really a chance to get a rest and to be strong when they come out again.
Yeah, and they're also giving that offensive line confidence. Watch John Giesick, 63. Trey Johnson, 77. 67, Ray Brown. Joe Patton. And then Logan, Marc Logan. And they're just putting bodies on bodies, and they're winning the battle. They're just coming off the ball. They're beating Leon Lett and Charles Haley and Chad Hennings to the point.
Trey Johnson has taken every snap today. They didn't know if he would start. Frerotte with a swing pass. Again to Logan. Inside the 10. And out of bounds inside the 5.
Well, you listen to Jimmy Johnson at halftime, and he was saying about Norv Turner, which has been my impression the whole year. I think he's been on a roll. But right now, I think Jimmy Johnson taught him too good, because he should be Dr. Turner, because he is just scalping these people to death. He's putting them in position by formation. He's taking them in and out. He's getting people going one way, cutting back the other side. This is going to be a training film for the rest of the NFL.
From the 4-yard line, here is Allen. He gets to the 1. Robert Jones making the tackle. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line as we wind down to 9 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Dallas Cowboys, who have not scored an offensive touchdown, are trailing 20-10, and the Redskins are threatening to go up more.
Well, you know what's really amazed me? Terry Allen has really picked up very well in his offensive line. He is reading them extremely well, and the guy who he's been has the best feel for has been 67, Ray Brown.
Here's Allen. Touchdown.
Terry Allen, who just picked up the first rushing touchdown against the Dallas Cowboys, followed his favorite rear end, Ray Brown, 67. And then he gets a nice job of blocking up front on the tight end, James Jenkins, 88, and 89, Scott Galbraith. They're working on Tony Tolbert and anybody else who shows. They just get the push, and then here comes Big Ray. Boom! And that opens it back inside. Terry Allen in for the score.
Redskins capitalizing on the fumble by Emmitt Smith. Eddie Murray's conversion is good, and for Terry Allen, former Minnesota Viking, his 2nd touchdown of the day, his first rushing score of the season, and it's 27-10 in favor of Washington.
Joe, and they think they own the place.
What are you guys doing on the set?
Eric and Donnie star in 2-something.
Security!
Series premiere tonight.
Boy, the offensive line of the Redskins has taken over this game, led by that man, 67, Ray Brown. Ray Brown is a big physical guy, and that's the kind of game they have going right now.
Isn't it interesting, Matt, how we talked about the Cowboys' offensive line, arguably the best in the league, maybe for many years. But when the quarterback went out, their offensive line wasn't as strong, and now the Redskins took hold today.
That's because they became one-dimensional.
Kevin Williams. And an outstanding bit of running by Kevin Williams. And he gets it already into Redskin territory. Fine return of 36 yards.
Yeah, watch Big Ray Brown. He's going to come around, and then they're going to double here. And then watch Ed Simmons, 76. He's the key. Because what he's going to do is get to the feet of the linebacker. See, and that forces Robert Jones to have to get a little deeper and changes his angle. And when he changes his angle, that allows Terry Allen, 21, to be able to come back underneath. Watch 55. See, he's flat. Because he's flat, he can't attack straight ahead, and that allows Allen to come back in.
From the 47 of the Redskins, Darryl Johnston in motion. Wade Wilson's pass is caught by Novacek, and he's wrapped up immediately by Ken Harvey. The Redskins have run off 24 unanswered points. At one time, they were trailing 10-3 after Darren Woodson's return of an errant pass by Frerotte, 37 yards for a score. But it has been all Redskins since then, and now a lot of burden on the shoulders of Ernie Zampisi.
Yeah, there's Ernie right there. And he knows he's got to be patient, and he knows if he gets a score right here, they're right back in this game.
They sure are. 2nd down, 7. Emmitt Smith tackled from behind, and that's Tony Woods playing with an injured wrist.
You know, it's funny, at halftime, Sam Huff, the Hall of Fame linebacker for the Redskins, couldn't wait to get down here, and he said, hey, where's that offensive line now? He said it's not the offensive line, it's Emmitt Smith. And when they're one-dimensional, you can't run them.
Whose side do you think he was favoring there?
Well, based on the pom-poms that he had, I would have to say that it was Washington.
The chant of defense. Third and 7. Emmitt Smith. And a nifty bit of running and a first down for the Cowboys. 3rd and 7, they run it. Robert Bailey, the nickel, back on the stop.
Boy, they did a great job on Ken Harvey, and it was Jay Novacek, 84. Watch him right here. Ken Harvey's going to come on the rush. Jay Novacek just catch him. Now stay low, and this is what tight ends have to do. Just stay with them. See, you grab on and you hold. It don't matter. You just mirror the guy, and that gets body on body. 22 will do the rest.
58 yards for Emmitt Smith. First down on the Redskin 36-yard line. Wade Wilson out to Smith on the flat, and he picks up a couple of yards. Well, next week on Fox NFL Sunday, the same Dallas Cowboys, I don't know whether Aikman will be in there, maybe not, against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers from Texas Stadium. That should be quite a clash. Carolina plays Chicago, Washington against Philadelphia in an NFC East battle, and some of you will see the Cardinals and the Giants in a 4 o'clock start next Sunday. Check your local listing.
That's going to be a good football game because the Green Bay Packers have an outstanding defense.
And a healthy quarterback. 2nd and 7, look-in pass, and another first down, it appears. Michael Irvin from Wade Wilson.
Yeah, I tell you, if you're a Washington Redskin fan, don't be jumping up and down too soon, because this is a very patient Dallas offense, and it's also experienced. And what experience brings you is, under adversity, you know what to do. You just react. You don't got to think about it. You don't do anything. You've been there before. Let's just go back and do what we do. That's exactly what's happening right now.
Here's Emmitt again. And he gets to about 3. Keith Taylor on the tackle, and you're right, Norv Turner knows how to find the ways offensively, and the man who taught him, Ernie Zampisi, certainly does.
Absolutely. And you look at what Ernie is doing, it's almost like, you know, it's funny, it's almost a carbon copy of what these guys are doing. Same thing. You know, you want to get the ball to Emmitt Smith, you want to get the ball down to Michael Irvin. And when you get running backs like this, and they're running this well, especially this guy, you just keep on going to him.
Allen has had the edge so far today. 2nd and 6. Wilson swings it out to Emmitt Smith, and he's stopped by Harvey. Ken Harvey all over the field today defensively for an aroused Redskins group. They have not given up a touchdown and a loss of 4.
You haven't heard very much about Darrell Green at all today, number 28, and that's a good reason. First of all, they're not trying him. That's the first thing. And then second of all, because he's doing his job deep, that's forcing him to throw everything underneath, and that allows Ken Harvey to make a play like that.
3rd and 11. Wilson's pass incomplete. The Redskins say, and Kevin Williams might have caught it. He did catch it. They're short of the first down, however, by about a yard or so, maybe 2.
So let's see if you do have the best offensive line in football.
Or if Turner's disturbed over that defensive call.
He can be disturbed, but it looked like a catch to me. Not that it makes him feel any better. Watch, this ball is thrown nice and low where it has to be, in between the defenders. Williams goes down and gets it.
Looked like a good catch.
Yeah, it looks like a catch.
And when it's 4th and 2 and you're trailing 27-10, you got to talk it over. Timeout, Cowboys.
Only one has the moves of Barry Sanders. Only one has his acceleration. Only one has his control. Only one has such breathtakingly perfect balance. Seville STS with the North Star system. A great performer creates a higher standard.
Cowboys called a timeout on 4th and 2. They are perfect on 4th down conversions this year in 4 tries. They're going to go for the field goal now, but look at the sideline with Emmitt Smith getting an earful from Barry Switzer.
He was HOT hot. See, he was saying, I make the decisions here. You don't ever do that. Whatever it was he did, he wasn't pleased.
Redskins have to feel good about that.
That's a moral victory right here, and if he misses this thing, heck, that's a major victory.
34-yard attempt for Boniol, who was kicked one earlier in the game, and Boniol's kick is good. So Barry Switzer says, I want the sure points. They've kind of settled it now. 27-13 now, the score.
Low
FK Stadium from above, thanks to the MetLife blimp cruising the skies of Washington, D.C. There's Snoopy.
I was a little concerned when I show up to the stadium today. As soon as I got out of the car, they said, there's the blimp. I said, what?
You've lost some weight.
Yeah, well, then they said, hey, the MetLife blimp. I felt much better.
Terrible thing to say about you. 9 plays, 30 yards, and Boniol with a 34-yard field goal. 27-13 Redskins, and the kickoff to Brian Mitchell. Mitchell fumbled the ball, and it is still Washington's possession. And not bad field position for Washington. Boys just got their first point since the first quarter, and it was the first possession when Troy Aikman went down with a pulled calf muscle, and he's out of this week. Who knows of the future?
You know, I think it just rekindles that story about, you know, which is the most important guy down there. Remember, he signed a big contract. They said, well, it was Emmitt Smith, and now Aikman's out, and now Emmitt's got to pick it up.
First down Redskins on their 36-yard line. Here's Terry Allen.
Oh, man.
Diving forward. Dixon Edwards on the tackle. And right now for McDonald's game break, let's return to James Brown in our Hollywood studio.
Hey, Dick, as you know, it's been an ineffective New Orleans offense all season, so they go into the gadget bag, a reverse. Torrance Small with the longest run from scrimmage for the Saints this season, 44 yards to pay dirt. The Saints leading at 10-9 in the third. Back to Dick and Matt.
Well, you got to try everything, Matt.
Well, when your main things aren't working, you go to the grab bag.
2nd down and 5. Terry Allen, and he's got a first down. He is putting on a brilliant exhibition today. Not 22 as much as 21, and that was a 9-yard gain.
Well, look at Ray Brown. He is just killing some people. You're going to watch him come around number 67. Trey Johnson, 77. Watch this block. He just squares his shoulder and just runs right through. And you get on the backer. Terry Allen's a smart guy. He's just following big 67.
Jim Schwantz has replaced Robert Jones at middle linebacker for the Cowboys. First down on the 49-yard line. Allen for more. And Allen is approaching 100 yards. That was his 21st carry, and has about 93 yards rushing in the opening game of the year against the Cardinals. Allen gained 131 yards.
See that guy there, 77? Very doubtful if he was even going to play. Trey Johnson had the ankle. They said, boy, if I can get 15 plays out of him, Tell you something, he has been outstanding today. He is the difference between this offense from the first game to this game, because they missed him with his in-between games, and the line has really taken off.
Hannafin was delighted to get him back in there. 2nd down, 6. Allen short of the first down by a couple, and it was Leon Lett. That was a 4-yard gain. We saw Trey Johnson in the opening game totally nullify Eric Swan of the Cardinals before Swan got hurt later on.
The inside 3 of this Redskin offensive line is dominating right now. Ray Brown, 67. John Giesick, the former Cowboy, 63. And Trey Johnson, 77. And they're being very simple. I mean, they're just coming off the ball and powering people.
3rd and 1, under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Play fake. And the time, the pass, incomplete.
Boy, he had Scott Galbraith wide open. He was looking for Henry Ellard the whole way, and this is a young rookie mistake, and Norv knows it.
Robert Jones got a hand on it.
Henry Ellard is going to come. They're expecting everything to clear out in the middle, but Scott Galbraith comes down, and he's wide open. And Jones does a nice job of fielding the receiver and comes back and tips it.
4th down, and the Redskins will have to kick as Frerotte and Norv Turner talk it over. Matt Turk will boot it away to Kevin Williams. That's a good kick. Fair catch. And the Redskins are going to see it go out of bounds inside the 5 on the 3-yard line. Great kick by the rookie Matt Turk. Well, check out the show the Los Angeles Times calls a rock'em sock'em science fiction adventure. The producers of the X-Files take you even deeper into the unknown in space, above and beyond. Catch a brand new episode tonight at 7, 6 Central on Fox.
Heck, I came home last week from the game and walked in the door, and my boy said, "Dad, that space show is really good."
I'm glad they're watching and listening.
Yeah. I was surprised because I don't let them watch TV.
Not when you're there anyway.
Only cartoons.
1st down from the 3. From the end zone, Wade Wilson's pass is caught by Michael Irvin. They get out of trouble, and a 1st down beyond the 20.
Boy, was that well conceived. That was very, very nice. You see what they do? They're going to motion him over here. That makes all your underneath coverage go this way, and that takes this and opens it as he comes down inside. This is good football. See how everybody has to push this way? See, and then that opens this wide open.
19-yard gain, 1st and 10 on the 23 with 3 seconds to go. And they're going to go up top this time for Kevin Williams.
Oh, what a catch!
He makes the catch as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. He beat Darrell Green on a ball that lofted up there. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Redskins lead the Cowboys 27-13. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages from your local Fox station.
We're gonna have to get medieval on your buttocks.
It's Mad TV. Block you. Nothing can get in your way. Once you've seen the no annual fee NFL Visa card. Now
this play has the great protection. What I want you to watch is at the top right of your screen, you're going to watch Emmitt Smith just kill Tony Woods right there. That gives him lots of time. Then the ball's in the air, and what happens is Darrell Green bites on Williams right here. See that bite? And then he doesn't get his head over in time to find the ball, and that's a great catch by Williams.
Start of the 4th quarter, and Emmitt Smith carries the ball inside the 35. Ball was on the 3-yard line, and Wade Wilson has completed his last 2 passes for a total of 58 yards.
Watch how the ball, the concentration, and watch how Darrell Green doesn't whip his head around in time. Williams sees it all the way. It's just over the grasp, and a great job of catching the ball by Kevin Williams.
Second and 5. Redskins leading by 2 touchdowns. Outscored Dallas in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. And the pass overthrown on a fade. That was the pattern that Kevin Williams ran, and he was covered by Tom Carter downfield.
And there's another roll of the dice by the Redskins defensive coordinator Ron Lynn. That time he figured it was going to be a quick pass, so he went with a blitz underneath and he manned everything up. And so what he was counting on was if he walks his corners up, the ball has to come out quick so you give yourself a chance.
3rd and 5. And Marcus Patton was coming on a blitz from the inside, but a penalty marker, and it may be against the Cowboys.
Ball start. Number 53 on the offense.
Center
For the snap.
Ray Donaldson.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, that's what Jimmy Johnson was talking about at halftime. You know, you get the new quarterback, a different cadence, different timing, and it usually happens between the center and the quarterback because you don't always take your snaps with the first team.
Well, Wilson has played virtually the entire game. Aikman went out with a pulled calf muscle, hasn't been back. And the Cowboys have not scored any offensive touchdowns today. 4 wide receivers on 3rd and 10. Kevin Williams makes the reception and very close to the sticks inside the 30-yard line. Darryl Morrison making the tackle, and it appears as if Dallas has the first down.
You know, they got caught in the gamble right there. That time they tried to drop Tony Woods 98 off, and it's going to open this zone wide open. Smith is going to come over. They're going to come with the blitz outside with the backer, and then they take the inside tackle. He's got to get wider. See, he doesn't get wide, and because he doesn't get out there, that opens the zone wide up. You also have to get good blocking, and when you're Emmitt Smith, you see him off the corner, boom, stepped his face right in there.
First down on the 28. Wilson. Pass caught, touchdown by Michael Irvin as he grabbed it away from Darrell Green. A sensational catch by Irvin. And the Cowboys may come within a touchdown, and the Redskins better not get too cocky. We have plenty of time remaining.
This is that experience I was talking about by the experienced great players. Coverage is right on top and goes over the top, and it's just body. See how he gets his body in between, and then the strength of hands, he just pulls it down.
Michael Irvin with 6 catches for 94 yards and a touchdown. And Chris Boniol for the extra point. And the kick is good. We have about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th quarter, and the score now, the Redskins 27, the Cowboys 20.
Sunday is brought to you by the all-new Plymouth Grand Voyager, the next generation of the minivan. By Visa, official card of the NFL. By Levi's Jeans, we put more than denim in every pair. And by Miller Lite, when you've got the great taste of an ice-cold Miller Lite, life is good.
It took the Dallas Cowboys only 2 minutes to go 97 yards. Those 2 passes from Wade Wilson to Irvin and Williams before the end of the 3rd quarter, and then Michael Irvin catches the TD strike. And it's a 27-20 lead for the Redskins as Brian Mitchell returns for Washington.
You know, in this touchdown, this is how you beat the quarter defense. See, they're going to go back here. Everybody, they're dividing the deep part into quarters. So what you have to do is you have to make this safety stay underneath. So Novacek comes, and that makes Taylor stay right there. And what that does is that opens this up back here for the deep end, puts your corner on an island, and then Irvin makes the great catch. And then after the touchdown, heck, he runs over to somebody he noticed in the stands there, somebody he obviously likes, and flops him the ball.
I think he knows that fellow.
I would say so.
Total yards virtually even, but the Cowboys have the edge in the second half. First down from the 24, flag down, and the pass out to Terry Allen. One of the Cowboy defensive linemen might have jumped.
Yeah, Leon Lett did. They were running that stunt with Haley, and he jumped the count. Yeah, they were going to run a stunt to that top side, and he tries to get to that inside real quick.
On the defense, number 78. That's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So it'll be 1st and 5 as they mark it off. Penalty is against Leon Lett. All at the 29-yard line of the Redskins. This is a big possession for Gus Frerotte. not to go 3 and out and give that offense a chance again. But the Cowboys handoff is to Allen, and he's going to lose, fumbles, and let's see, wait for the official signal. Redskins keep it.
Somebody came flying up inside and destroyed that.
Darren Woodson, I think, forced it.
When you start running all those counters and going back and forth, pulling your guards, the way to beat that is to get pressure up deep inside, and then that messes the whole thing up. That time, somebody came flying up through the middle and almost knocked Trey Johnson off. See, Trey Johnson's coming right here. That's who it is. That's Charles Haley. There's a surprise. They ran a stunt. Haley came down inside.
2nd down and 8. Frerotte, quick toss, incomplete. He was going for Logan. And it'll be 3rd down, and this is where the Redskins, as we said, don't want to put their defense on the field again.
Can you feel it starting to turn right now?
Yes, you can.
You can start to feel it. That's the experience and the patience that the Cowboys have. And they know if they hang in there and do their job, they're going to get right back in it. And it's also, on the other side, it's something that the Redskins, being young, have not learned how to do.
And we've already seen that Wade Wilson may have started to get some momentum at quarterback for the Cowboys on that last possession. 3rd and 8. Brian Mitchell is the back. Frerotte is going to throw. And his pass is overthrown. He wanted Westbrook round covering. And it is 3 and out. And remember, it was 1st and 5, and the Redskins couldn't get 5 yards. And they'll have to kick it away.
Well, and the play that made that whole series was when Charles Haley came down inside, messed everything up.
Matt Turk will be kicking it, and Kevin Williams back deep for the Cowboys. 27-20 the score. This game has gone back and forth. Wobbly kick. Williams will let it bounce. And it will go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line of Dallas. So a timeout. More than 12 minutes remaining. 4th quarter.
5, and Charles Haley makes the big play. Now he knows when they're going to run those counters, you got to get pressure up the field. See how he jumps inside? He hits Trey Johnson, and he bumps into Logan, and then that forces everything back inside. Penetration, when you're running counters, will kill you.
Cowboys start from the 30-yard line, trailing by a touchdown. Emmitt Smith out of the backfield and picks up about 6 yards. Ken Harvey making the tackle. At one point, the Cowboys led 10-3, and then the Redskins were up 27-10. And now the lead is 27-20. At the end of this game, Matt and I will select the Miller Lite player of the game. Wade Wilson in relief of Troy Aikman, who pulled a calf muscle on the first series of the game. 2nd and 4. Smith up the middle with running room. And Emmitt Smith rambles to midfield. And his best run of the day, good for 14 yards.
Well, remember at the outset, we talked about how this offensive line will just grind on you and start to steal your heart. This is what they do. See, they get those big bodies. Now it's the 4th quarter. You're shuffling people in and out. That offensive line starts to take control. Darryl Johnson with the block. Nate Newton with the block. And here comes Emmitt Smith. This is time you buckle your chin strap defensively because it's going to get physical.
3 tight ends, so another run offense formation. Smith still on his feet and close to the 45 of the Redskins. And right now, for a McDonald's game break, again, let's return to James Brown in our Hollywood studio.
Superb running back there, Dick. Take a look at Marshall Faulk. After the Rams committed their 2nd turnover of the season, Marshall Faulk makes him pay. His 3rd touchdown of the season. Indy leads at 21-10 late in the 3rd. Back to Dick and Matt.
All right, JB, thank you very much. Emmitt Smith has gained 85 yards on 19 carries. Washington -2 yards, Dallas 68. Dramatic reversal here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 5. Flag down. Pass caught by Irvin. And out of bounds, but a penalty marker back down at the line of scrimmage.
That one's coming back, boys.
And a holding penalty will set the Cowboys back into their own territory.
You know, it's almost predictable what Dallas is doing. Every time they motion Daryl Johnston away, they're trying to open up Michael Irvin man for man on the back.
Number 79 on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. Repeat that.
Watch number 79, Eric Williams. He's the one who got caught for the hold. He goes up high on Tony Woods, and Tony Woods just beats him. Yeah, and he cleanly got him.
Remember, Eric Williams, despite the fact that he's playing, is not really 100%. He had the knee injury and then suffered the strained left calf. Gave it a go anyway, but not 100%. It is 2nd and 15. Of course, for most, that'd be enough. Wade Wilson caught, and that is Jay Novacek. And you mentioned earlier, Matt, has become really the second biggest target.
See what's happening? They got caught again. They're going to come with the blitz outside. Then they're going to drop a lineman, this time Tony Woods back. See how he's coming right out here? See, and then Novacek sees it. He just runs right by him. And anytime you can't get that zone covered, every quarterback in the league is going to find that guy. They are looking for the one-on-one matchup with Michael Irvin by taking the flow away every time.
First down, Emmitt Smith. Turns the corner on the left side. He was chased by Taylor. Darrell Green and Harvey ran him out of bounds after a gain of 3.
You know, I've always said, offensively, when you're good, you can be as simple as you want to be. And you can run the same play 10 times. When you got better people on your side, you just go and get after them. And right now, that's what's happening with the Dallas offensive line.
Cowboys trail. They're looking to go 5-0 for the first time in 12 years. But trail 27-20. 2nd and 6 coming up from the 33 of the Redskins. Swing pass. Emmitt Smith. And he gets a first down as Redskin defenders bang off of him. He gets inside the 20-yard line and a gain of 16 yards. Tough run for Smith after the catch.
Well, you know, it's either a case of tough running or poor tackling. You know, as Tom Carter makes his break, he comes up. You got to get your head on the outside. He just runs right by that one, then bangs into Stanley Richard, and he guns through him. And then 2 more, 3 more guys. Heck, there's 4 missed tackles there. Granted, it's not an easy task with Emmitt Smith. He's a very powerful runner.
First down on the 19. 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time. And Smith again. Finally hit by Rod Stevens after Stanley Richard made first contact.
Boy, I like this. I like to see a team that's patient. It always drove me nuts when a team would panic. And when you have patience, it has to start on the sideline. But if it isn't there, it has to come from your players. And it's always your big-time players. And so you go back to your Emmitt Smiths, and you look at Michael Irvin and Jay Novacek, and those are the guys who are making the play.
Sherman Williams giving Emmitt Smith the breather. He deserves it. 2nd and 6, and Moose Johnston with a carry and gets maybe a yard.
That's called the crumb.
Here, take this.
You know, there's somebody eating a full banquet like Emmitt Smith is having an 8-course meal, and then something rolls off his plate. It's a pea, and he just flicks it over to Daryl Johnson. Says, here, enjoy yourself.
And Darrell knows he's not going to carry much. In fact, coming into the game, had carried only 6 times. He does other things.
And he does them well.
3rd and 6. Flag down. Touchdown to Michael Irvin, but there's a penalty.
Yeah, they're calling it off. Darrell Green saw it right away. Heck, he didn't bother covering anybody.
False start. Number 71 on the offense prior to the snap. That's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Mark Tuinei guilty, and that's one that really hurts.
And as you're watching Tuinei, remember this. This is the 4th penalty since Wade Wilson is in of this kind of cadence kind of call. And so you can see that it has an effect.
So a holding penalty nullified a big gain on this drive, and now a touchdown, although the Redskins led up when they saw the penalty. Emmitt Smith back in the game, 3rd and 11. Wade Wilson Pass caught by Irvin. And he is knocked out of bounds by Robert Bailey.
Boy, there, got a point drill there.
Question is the spot as to whether they will have enough for the first down. They're going to measure. You heard it from Bernie Kukar, our referee.
Well, you know what I love? I love when the game's on the line and you go to your great players, and they always come through. Here's Michael Irvin working on Tom Carter. Oh, he was out of bounds. His foot was out of bounds. Did you see that?
Well, that evens it up today.
Yeah, they gave him the first. His foot was clearly behind the marker. Yeah, watch his foot right at the end. You can see he steps right there. See that? And that's behind this marker. But they gave him the first down.
Terry Allen stepped out of bounds, and they gave him a touchdown in the first half. First and goal from the 9-yard line. Emmitt Smith to about the 5. Dexter Nottage makes the play. Remember that Emmitt Smith has scored a touchdown in 11 consecutive games. The NFL record is 13. Right now, the first priority for the Cowboys is to come back. They trail 27-20, and the 9 rushing touchdowns is more than any NFL team. That's what Emmitt has done as he faces second and goal from the 5. Wilson swings it out to Smith. You can see the Redskins going after the football as he is down at the 5, no gain. Marcus Patton and Keith Taylor that time.
That's a good job by Marcus Patton. You know, one of the hardest things in all of football is to make a block in the open field and also make a tackle in the open field, especially when you're going against a guy like Emmitt Smith, because the guy has the whole field to work with. So you come up and what you got to do is just take your shot. That time it paid off.
Third down and goal. The timeout story. Wade Wilson throws left, knocked away, and Darrell Green knocked it away from Kevin Williams and saved a touchdown.
Darrell Green has been watching that all day. You see what Wade Wilson did? He came out, he looked to the right to draw the coverage all the way over, and then boom, he turns around and he goes right back inside, knowing that he's going to have single coverage on the backside. Now watch Darrell Green break. I'd say he got away with a little hand in the back there. Watch Wade Wilson look. He's going to look to this side, draw the coverage and the safety. Now come back. And then Darrell Green with a nice play.
Chris Boniol with a 23-yard field goal attempt. He's 2 for 2 today. And now perfect 3 for 3. And with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, the Redskin lead has been cut to 27-23 over the Cowboys.
Let's have a big hand for the Cooking with Terry and Howie show.
Hey, Tom Carter, 25, knows that Michael Irvin's the guy down here they're looking for. So you get your jam, you hold your ground, and then if the officials are letting you play, you hold them. And see, he got away with that inside hold, as did Ken Harvey right down here on Darryl Johnston. And when that safety came over, Wade Wilson had to go back, and then the nice play by Darrell Green.
The officials aren't looking.
I like that. Yeah, I like when the officials just let you play the game.
Here's Brian Mitchell returning the kickoff from the 15-yard line. And the Cowboys don't let him get away. That's a big play coverage by the Dallas Cowboys. David Lang, the ex-Ram, in on the play. This game is presented by authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Washington Redskins and the National Football League is prohibited. Dick Stockton and Matt Millen.
You know what a big play that was by Darrell Green. You know what it does? It gives them a 4-point deficit, which means they have to score the 7 points. It's not a field goal. So that's a monster play.
First down from the 30. Terry Allen for a couple of yards. Leon led the tackle, and on the offensive line, Vernon Smith has replaced Trey Johnson, who was not expected to play, started and played virtually every snap, but Vernon Smith is in there now at right guard. 100 yards.
Yeah, Trey Johnson, you see right there, and he's the one who helped, one of those guys who helped Terry Allen get his 100 yards. They need a healthy Trey Johnson because that makes Terry Allen better.
2nd and 7. Frerotte with a play-action pass. Henry Eller makes the reception and a first down near midfield. Brock Marion on the tackle, and that is a big first down for Washington.
There is some great football being played today in RFK Stadium. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. Watch the protection. They max protect. Now you're going to eyeball the receiver. And look at him. Look at that. That's a great shot of Frerotte going right in front. Eller knows he's going to get hit by Marion. That's great football all the way around.
Only the 2nd reception of the day by Eller. Ball is on the Redskin 49. Allen. He was trapped and then dove forward and gets into Cowboy territory. And a gain of 5 yards with Jones and Godfrey Miles on the tackle. Well, the action will continue on Fox NFL Sunday next week. The Green Bay Packers, who are off to a solid start, go against these Cowboys. That'll be the featured game at 1 o'clock Eastern. And of course, the big question is Troy Aikman's condition as we look at the other games. Meanwhile, the Cowboys have called a timeout, their 2nd.
You know what I find curious right now? Games on the line. You got big play people, and your biggest play person is on the sideline, Michael Westbrook. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't quite have the feel for the offense, and you cannot afford a big mistake right down here. Remember, he's come up with some big plays. Sometimes he lines up wrong. He's not in the right spot. Now, here at 2:40 to go in the game, you have to have no mistake football.
The man who is in there is Leslie Shepard, who has caught a big pass and has impressed the Redskin coaches with his ability to catch passes underneath in particular.
He's a squirm. That's what he is. He can squirm into a spot.
2nd and 5. They go to Terry Allen. And Allen with a big gain with a first down.
Boy, that was power football. Look at Ray Brown jumping up and down. Ed Simmons, Joe Patton. James Jenkins just took care of. Look at it. These guys are flopping all over the place. They are. Look at it. It's amazing.
It's one big flop. 9-yard gain.
The all-new Plymouth Voyager has easy-out roller seats that you can't get on any other minivan. And an exclusive driver-side sliding door. In fact, Voyager not only surpasses every other minivan on the road, but with a 3-liter, 150-horsepower V6 engine, it has 36 times the cargo space of a Porsche 911 for about a third of the price.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
From this day forward, you will be the most important part of the toughest, strongest, smartest army in the world. You will be a soldier. Where else can you be all this and earn this? $30,000 for college.
Be all that you can be.
で、お子さんたち新しいコンピューター気に入ったの？
それがまだ立ち上げてないんだ。何しろ僕は不器用なもんでね。
うちじゃアプティバがみんなに大人気。IBM のホームコンピューター、CD ラムがついてて、トップトップいっぱいあるし、箱から出してすぐ使えるようになってるんですよ。
単位でもセットアップできるってわけ？
腕はいらないのよ。
Hey, I want you to watch the left side of this offensive line. They are just being road graders. They are blowing people off the ball. Ray Brown, he has his guy. Charles Haley's out of there. Look at everybody. Heck, that's 6 yards down the field, and they know it. And they are excited. Look at Joe Patton jumping up and down, and watch Big Ray Brown. Not only is he blowing their guys off the ball, he's blowing his own guy. That's hilarious. Look at that. He knocked him on his back. Heck. And then he did the dead end. You know, he's laying there with his hands going up and down in the air.
The dead end. Remember, Jim Lachey is lost for the season. Joe Patton had to come in and play. First down on the 38-yard line. Cowboys have used up their last timeout, and Terry Allen cannot be stopped today. He has 121 yards.
That time, John Giesick did a number inside. I got to tell you, I'll be honest with you, I never expected this offensive line to do this job on the front four of the Dallas Cowboys. They are just mauling them.
They allowed 75 yards, 4th in the league, but today they've been shredded for 138 by an impressive running attack. 2-minute warning.
A top assassin wants out, another wants in. But to be #1, he must eliminate the competition. Sylvester Stallone, Antonio Banderas, Assassins, directed by Richard Donner. Rated R. Starts Friday, October 6th.
A strange event occurs once. It's coincidence. But if it occurs twice, what then?
2 quarter pounders with cheese for $2 at McDonald's. I gotta call Jerry.
2 quarter pounders with cheese for $2 right now at McDonald's.
Busy again. It's 3 in the morning. Who's Jerry talking to?
Not everything is black and white.
Some things are black and white.
Or black and green.
Occasionally black and blue.
Pro player home and away jackets come in all these colors and reverse to all of these colors.
The only guys who have pro player jackets are black and white.
Refs, no way. They never reverse anything.
No, Foot Locker, the guys in stripes, black and white.
The pro player reversible jacket, reverse it.
Mortgage payments, college tuition, career choices. People can get so lost in their day-to-day concerns that they simply avoid planning for their retirement. Unfortunately, that's life. New York Life has all kinds of life insurance policies to help make sure you enjoy your retirement. We can even help you catch up if you started planning late. That's New York Life, the company you keep.
Look of the horizon here in the nation's capital, and tell you what, the heavens have been shining down on the Redskins for sure, leading 27-23. Troy Aikman suffered a pulled calf muscle on the first series of the game. Cowboys led 3-0, but that awakened the Redskins, and they have had an impressive game. And Norv Turner, the former Cowboy offensive coordinator, 27-23. The Cowboys are out of timeouts. 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. And you're looking at the offensive hero as far as backs and receivers are concerned, Terry Allen, who has gained over 120 some odd yards.
Now, let me put a little perspective right here. This is a huge down. You got 1:40 to go. It's 3rd and short. If you don't get this, you either have to try to pin them back there with an out-of-bounds kick, so they have to go 90 yards, or if you don't do that, if you get the first down, this one's over. But right now, the Cowboys have enough time to come back and win this football game, so this down right here is a monster.
Terry Allen. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. If it is, it's all Terry Allen.
No, I don't think he made it. I think the Cowboys stopped him. They may measure, and I don't know where the spot will be, but it appeared that Terry Allen did not get to the sticks. Critical measurement coming up as the clock stops on an official's timeout with 1:07 remaining.
It looks like he's going to be short. There's a lot of slack in that line. That's great defense. Hey, you play big play defense on 3rd down. It's short.
Short by about a half a yard.
Decision time. Now, how good is your offensive line if you're the Washington Redskins? If you're Jim Hannafin on the sideline talking to Norv Turner, say, what do you got? You know what it looks like they got? They're saying, we are going to get this first down, and if we don't, you're going to have a minute left to play to go 75 yards.
Now, the clock will stop on the changeover if the Cowboys stop them, but the roar you will hear if the Redskins make it will be deafening. And the rest of the Cowboys have held Terry Allen, who lost a yard on that play. And with 45 seconds remaining, Wade Wilson and the Cowboys offense have one last shot.
That's a great job by that Dallas defense. Tremendous job. Now look, they've been getting blown off the ball, and now it comes time to do it. You stay low, you get pressure. Russell Maryland did a great job. And then on the outside, coming through, boom, making the hits. That doesn't get much better. This is great goal line. Watch Dixon Edwards come down the corner. See how he flattens out? That's perfect.
45 seconds and no timeouts for the Cowboys. Wade Wilson's pass tipped and incomplete. And it was Darrell Green who got a hand on it.
All right, now this is great football. Michael Irvin and Darrell Green. Get the jam, don't let him off. Now you're going to trail him. You have a safety behind, break on the ball. Look at that. I'll tell you, we have been treated to great football today, all the way around. You've had the great running, you've had great defensive plays, receiving, offensive line blocking, and it's not done.
2nd and 10. Wilson has time. Pass is caught by Jay Novacek. Remember, they can't stop the clock. Robert Bailey.
The best thing that happened right there for the Redskins was they tackled him. Jay Novacek.
And 3rd down and 4.
Got to go up the field.
Wade Wilson is going for Kevin Williams, and it's intercepted by Carter. Tom Carter.
Wade Wilson had to make a play. He had to go deep. The Redskins knew it. Tom Carter out jumps Kevin Williams, takes the ball at his highest point, and that's a huge victory for the Washington Redskins.
And that is the Redskins' first interception since the opening game of the year. And the Redskins will send the Dallas Cowboys to their first defeat of the year, on the heels of the 49ers losing to the Lions on Monday night. And a dramatic upset win here at RFK. And our Miller Lite player of the game with a sensational running performance is Terry Allen. Terry Allen.
Nick, I got to tell you, Terry Allen had a great day, but the offensive line of the Washington Redskins was unbelievable.
121 yards, but that line opened up the holes for number 21 today.
And don't you think that Norv Turner has been waiting for this day since the day he took that job?
Troy Aikman with Norv Turner and the respect they have for each other. Norv Turner lets it go. Redskins win, and right now let's go down to Pam Oliver.
Eamon, you guys, we were talking about the patience. A lot of patience here today.
To win the game, and we were able to come out and do just a good job. And once we got some points on the board, they were able to keep them from catching.
You think the Cowboys lost a little of their spunk when Aikman went out?
Well, anytime your starting quarterback goes down, I mean, that's a big loss to your team. I mean, Wade's a good quarterback, so they had a good guy coming in, but, you know, to lose a Troy Aikman, that really hurts.
What about your offensive line? They seem to do a great job for you today.
Oh, they really did a great job. You know, we wanted to get back to our run game, and I think they wanted to come out and be a physical group up front, and they were able to do it.
Terry, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's go back upstairs to Dickett.
Huge win for the Washington Redskins, and they now go 2-3 on the year and 4-1 the record for the Dallas Cowboys, and the rivalry is back.
The rivalry is back, and to be honest with you, this Washington Redskin team could very easily have been 4-1. You take away a couple of calls. This offense is as good as any in the league. I'm convinced of it. Final score, the Washington Redskins win it 27-23.
And coming up after these messages, we'll have our post-game report with JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy, and a wrap-up of Week 5. And none could have been more exciting than the Redskins stunner over the Dallas Cowboys, now previously undefeated.
All right, right now let's go back to Ross Roberts of Ford Motor Company.
There was a lot of excitement out there today, JB. It's also exciting for us at Ford as we introduce the all-new Taurus. We want to add to that excitement by giving away a brand new 1996 Ford Taurus to a great cause, NFL Charities. Okay, JB?
Well, thanks, Ross. And on behalf of the Fox Network and NFL Charities, thanks to Ford Motor Company for their generosity.
When the bear comes out of hibernation, he sees little, hears less, but his sense of smell is keen. The cool scent of Coast revives him. Then he is friendly and can learn to do tricks. Coast, the eye-opener.
There's one way to win the Napa 500, and then there's another. At Napa's Pick the Winner sale, where you can register for a chance to win the Napa 500 pace car. While you're here, pick up some great parts and accessories at low prices, like Autolite spark plugs, just 49 cents, and Napa halogen headlights as low as $4.99. The Pick the Winner sale, going on now at Napa.
We keep America running. We keep America running.
Jerry, we're about to meet Freddy Fast Food.
Oh, there he is.
How you doing, man?
Hey, guys, what's in the bag?
McDonald's juicy quarter pounder with cheese.
2 for $2, Mr. Half-size halfback. Hey, I'll trade you autograph for them. Go away, Mr. Rushmeister. I'll trade you autograph football.
It's not going to happen here, Rocket Toast.
Season tickets.
Got him.
Skybox? Now you can convert $2 into 2 hot, tempting quarter pounders with cheese, or 2 morning fresh sausage McMuffins with egg. But the clock's ticking, so hurry.
And this just in. Superstar running back Barry Sanders is involved in some kind of major trade.
Have you had your break today?
All set?
You bet I am. Thanks to you.
A few weeks ago with Jesse, I noticed something. Dandruff. So I told him about Head & Shoulders. Regular shampoos just rinse flakes away. Head & Shoulders helps prevent flakes from even forming.
Because great hair can't have flakes.
This is Fox NFL Sunday.
I pledge allegiance to the Cinderella Jets, the Steel Curtain Niners, and my beloved Buccaneers. To Coach Shula for President Bledsoe's arm. It's bionic, you know, and Bolitnikov's sticky fingers. I pledge with all my NFL things in my heart to one league for all with nut, guts, and Hail Mary, grilled sausage and pigskin for a ball.
Who do you pledge allegiance to?
Every NFL Sunday requires a week's worth of intense preparation. On and off the field, NFL players and fans are getting ready for the big game. This season, start your game day with Team NFL, the NFL's new home on the internet. Now you can get online with your favorite teams all week long, all season long, all year long. Team NFL. Join the pros at NFLhome.com.
They say when a cowboy gets thrown, he has to get right back up. Last year, I took my share of hits. I may have been down, but if you think I'm staying down, get real.
Logo Athletic, authentic team apparel. Coming at you from all over. NFL Sunday Ticket. Let there be football.
The following is an advertisement for Westlow Incorporated, paid for by Westlow Incorporated.
Starting right now. Forget everything you know about buying home fitness equipment. Step inside these doors and discover a new way to shop, where you can buy the highest quality exercise products at the absolute lowest prices. It's all here. Choice, quality, and incredible savings under one convenient roof.